Morning, all. All right, so the multi-day preview is here once again. 5 games tonight in the National Hockey League, 9 games tomorrow. The games today pretty well spread out. Starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, we have the Philadelphia Flyers in Detroit to play the Detroit Red Wings. On December 12th, Philadelphia won this matchup 4-1. These teams will meet again on January the 21st. Philadelphia's 14-13-4 overall. They're 5-3-2 over their last 10, and this is the first half of a back-to-back. They're playing tomorrow night at home against LA. So for Detroit, they're 12-14-4. They're 4-4-2 in their last 10 games, and they need to get on a run here. Philadelphia, Konechny, 15 goals, 21 assists, 36 points for him. Forrester, 6 goals, 4 assists, 10 points, as I've picked a pretty strong scorer for each team, and one that's off to a bit of a slower start than expected. On the Detroit side, Larkin, 12 goals, 12 assists, 24 points. He's been good this year. Patrick Kane, 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points. The offense has really dropped off with Kane. Very noticeable this year. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific start between Toronto and Dallas. Toronto's 19-10-2 overall. They are 6-4 in their last 10. Dallas is 19-11 overall. They are also 6-4 in their last 10. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in Toronto on January the 14th. On the Leafs side of things, Nylander, 18 goals, 13 assists, 31 points. Max Domi finally got his first goal. He has 7 assists as well for 8 points. May be ready to go on a run here. On the Dallas side, Marchment, 12 goals, 15 assists, 27 points. Has been excellent. Robertson, 7 goals, 14 assists, 21 points. They definitely need more from Robertson than what they've had so far. 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific, we have the Florida Panthers and the Minnesota Wild. This is the second of 2 meetings. On October 22nd, Minnesota went into Florida and won 5-1. That was a dominating game by the Minnesota Wild. Florida, 19-11-2 overall. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10. On the Minnesota side, they're 27-4 overall. They are 7-3 in their last 10. On the Florida side, Reinhart, 20 goals, 21 assists, 41 points. Has been fantastic. Rodriguez, probably want a few more points out of him. 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points. But he's a Swiss Army knife. He plays up and down the lineup. But when he gets opportunities to score, he's pretty good at doing that too. On the Minnesota side, Kaprizov, 22 goals, 25 assists, 47 points. Having a remarkable year. Not really any slow starts to talk about, so I figured I'd throw Freddie Gaudreau on the board. 6 goals, 9 assists, 15 points. He's been better lately, so we'll see if that continues. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start between Vancouver and Utah. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again February 23rd and March the 16th. On the Vancouver side, they're 16-9-5. This is the first of a back-to-back for them. They're in Vegas tomorrow. Vancouver's 5-3-2 over their last 10. Utah 14-11-5 overall. They're 6-2-2 in their last 10. On the Vancouver side, Jake DeBrusk's been red hot. 14 goals, 9 assists, 23 points for him. Höglander has not been red hot. 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points for Höglander, who there's been a lot of speculation about whether or not he's going to get traded. I think it will happen, but when? Cooley, 7 goals, 19 assists, 26 points. It's been excellent. So is Sergachev, 7 goals, 15 assists, 22 points for him with Utah. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start between Winnipeg and Anaheim. So the Jets, coming off of a bit of a scare last night against San Jose. San Jose almost got a point out of that. 23-9-1 record for Winnipeg. They're 5-4-1 in their last 10. Anaheim 11-14-4 overall. They're 3-6-1 in their last 10. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again January 2nd and April the 16th. Scheifele, 17 goals, 20 assists, 37 points. Iafallo, a little bit slower than I would think, and just because I think Iafallo's a talented player. 5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points. On the Anaheim side, Troy Terry, 8 goals, 16 assists, 24 points. And Cutter Gauthier, 4 goals, 8 assists, 12 points for the rookie, who's playing all right, just not getting the bounces, and so we'll see if things turn around for him soon. All right, getting into tomorrow's games. Thursday, and once again, just a 9-game day, which isn't bad. 2 games starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, 1 a half an hour later, half an hour, so eventually I have 7 games on at the same time, but it really does feel like you have that 2 weeks where it's a very compressed, crazy schedule, and then everything kind of settles down. So starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, St. Louis and the Tampa Bay Lightning. This is the second of 2 meetings. They played in St. Louis on November the 5th. The Blues won that matchup 3-2. St. Louis is 15-15-3 overall. They're 5-3-2 in their last 10 games. Tampa Bay 17-10-2 overall. They're 7-3 in their last 10. On the St. Louis side, Thomas, 21 games played, 6 goals, 17 assists, 23 points in those 21 games. Brandon Saad, just the 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points. He's due for some goals. On the Tampa Bay side, Point, 21 goals, 16 assists, 37 points. Has been fantastic when in the lineup. Geeky, 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points. I think Geeky's due for a breakthrough offensively soon. Maybe it ends up being next year, who knows. But I do think Geeky's been playing well, and eventually that'll reflect in more points. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the New Jersey Devils and the Columbus Blue Jackets. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again March 11th and March the 17th. New Jersey, 21-10-3 overall. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10. Columbus, 12-15-5 overall, but they're 2-6-2 in their last 10, as Columbus has really been struggling. On the New Jersey side, Jesper Bratt, 14 goals, 28 assists, 42 points. Cotter, 7 goals, 5 assists, 12 points. Has slowed down since that really hot start that he had to the season. On the Columbus side, Marchenko, 11 goals, 20 assists, 31 points. Has been excellent. Fantilli, just 6 goals, 8 assists, 14 points. Not quite where one would have expected Fantilli to be, but it took Kent Johnson a while to get things figured out at the NHL level. Not all players just come in and, play great right off the hop. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific start between the LA Kings and the Philadelphia Flyers. So this is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in LA on December the 29th. The Kings are 18-9-4 overall. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10. Philadelphia is 13-4, as previously mentioned, and 5-3-2 in their last 10. On the LA side, Kopitar, 8 goals, 27 assists, 35 points. Byfield, having a tough start to the year. Just 4 goals, 9 assists, 13 points. And it's too bad, because Byfield had a really strong second half last year. On the Philadelphia side, Michkov, 11 goals, 16 assists, 27 points. He's been consistent. Tippett, 9 goals, 7 assists, 16 points. As I've always mentioned with Tippett, when you watch them play, he's very prominent, and you would expect him to be one of their top scorers overall, and it's not quite happened that way for him yet this year, but it's going to, I think. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start between Pittsburgh and Nashville. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in Pittsburgh on February 1st. Pittsburgh's 14-14-5 overall. However, they're 7-2-1 in their last 10. Nashville 9-17-6 overall. They're 2-5-3 in their last 10. On the Pittsburgh side, Raquel, 14 goals, 10 assists, 24 points. Has been really good lately. Drew O'Connor, 3 goals, 7 assists, 10 points for O'Connor. On the Nashville side, Forsberg, 9 goals, 13 assists, 22 points. Has been starting to get some points recently. Nyquist, not so much. 6 goals, 5 assists, 11 points for Nyquist, who's coming off of a career year last season. 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific start between Seattle and Chicago. So Seattle won the first meeting November 14th by a score of 3-1. These teams will meet again on March the 18th. Seattle's 15-16-2 overall. They're 4-5-1 in their last 10. Chicago's 11-19-2. They're 3-7 over their last 10, but Chicago's been playing all right lately. On the Seattle side, Sharks are over here. Bjorkstrand, 11 goals, 11 assists, 22 points for Oliver Bjorkstrand. He's been one of the better scorers for Seattle so far this year. Beniers, you expect more goals than what you get. 4 goals, 13 assists, 17 points. Good defensive forward, though, so the scoring, when it's not there, he's still useful to the team. On the Chicago side, Bedard, 7 goals, 19 assists, 26 points. Has been playing better since the coaching change, as has Teravainen. 7 goals, 12 assists, 19 points for Tavo. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start between Ottawa and Calgary. This is the second of 2 meetings on November 25th. Ottawa won this matchup at home 4-3. The Sens 16-13-2. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10, and they've won 4 in a row. Calgary's 15-11-6. They're 3-4-3 in their last 10. Some struggles for Calgary, threatening to pull them out of the playoff picture. On the Ottawa side of things, Stützle, 11 goals, 26 assists, 37 points. Shane Pinto's been prominent recently, but he needs to get the scoring going. 23 games, 4 goals, 2 assists, 6 points. On the Calgary side, Kadri, 12 goals, 9 assists, 21 points. He's been scoring at a pretty good pace recently. Kevin Ball, 1 goal, 10 assists, 11 points. I like to point out the Ball's playing pretty well this year. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start between the Boston Bruins and the Edmonton Oilers. Boston 17, 13, and 3 overall. They're 7 and 3 in their last 10. They're enjoying Western Canada so far. The Oilers 16, 11, and 2 overall. They're 8 and 2 in their last 10. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in Boston on January the 7th. Pastrnak, 12 goals, 21 assists, 33 points. His scoring's been coming along better recently. Elias Lindholm, 4 goals, 12 assists, 16 points. He did have a goal in last night's game against Calgary. On the Oilers side, McDavid, 14 goals, 30 assists, 44 points. Jeff Skinner, not scoring at the rate that I think the Oilers would have wanted him to, and they picked him up. 6 goals, 6 assists for 12 points. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start between the Vancouver Canucks and the Vegas Golden Knights. This is the first of 4 meetings. These teams are going to get to know each other pretty well. February 22nd, April 6th, and April 16th, the other 3 meetings between these teams. As I mentioned before, Vancouver 16, 9, and 5 overall, 5, 3, and 2 in their last 10. Vegas 28 and 3 overall, 7, 2, and 1 in their last 10. JT Miller's played 20 games, has 6 goals, 13 assists for 19 points in those 20 games. Dakota Joshua's just played 16 games since returning from his cancer treatment. 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points for Dakota Joshua. It's been slow for him, but I feel like because of the circumstances surrounding it, not a lot being said about Joshua's slow scoring so far. On the Vegas side, Eichel, 9 goals, 33 assists, 42 points for him. He's been excellent. Holtz, just 2 goals to go with 7 assists for 9 points. He's more talented than 2 goals. I would rather he didn't get them against Vancouver, but struggling players can get out of slumps against Vancouver, dating back to the early 80s when I started watching hockey. 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific start between. Seriously, it was every game. This guy's scored in 10 games. Oh, he's going to score a hat trick. Oh, there it is. So anyways, at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific, Colorado in San Jose against the Sharks. This should be fun because, remember, they swapped goaltenders. So you could have Blackwood for Colorado, Georgiev for San Jose, and off you go. Colorado won the first meeting on October 20th by a score of 4-1. These teams meet again for a third and final time on March the 6th. Colorado's 18 and 15 overall. They're 5 and 5 in their last 10. In some games, they look absolutely fantastic, and others not so much. Rantanen, 18 goals, 29 assists, 47 points. Logan O'Connor, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points for Logan O'Connor. On the San Jose side, Kovalenko has played very well since arriving in San Jose. Might enjoy a goal or an assist against his former team. 4 goals, 9 assists, 13 points for him in total so far this year. Will Smith, 5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points for him. Very hot and cold scoring numbers from Smith. If he starts to heat up, I would say pick him up. Otherwise, just wait for that to take place. But let me know your picks in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always. I will talk to you again soon.